Raptor is a steel inverted roller coaster built by Bollinger and Mabillard, or B&M for short, at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. When it opened on May 7th, 1994, it made headlines as the tallest, fastest, and longest inverted coaster in the world, marking B&M's first completely custom inverted design. By the early 1990s, Cedar Point was fresh off the success of Magnum XL 200, which was the tallest coaster in the world at the time, and was eager to expand its lineup again with something that would redefine thrills without relying solely on height. B&M, a relatively young manufacturer at the time, had only built a handful of rides, including Batman the Ride at Six Flags Great America, but already had a reputation for a smooth track design and reliable engineering. Cedar Point approached multiple manufacturers, but ultimately chose B&M for the project, partly because an inverted coaster would offer something completely new, an intense experience with the track above riders and their feet dangling freely below. Design work between Cedar Point and B&M focused on delivering not only high speed, but also a record-breaking inversion count. Early concept envisioned fewer elements, but Cedar Point pushed for a marquee ride with multiple signature moments. The final layout stretched more than 3,700 feet long, climbed to 137 feet tall, and hit a max speed of 57 miles per hour, and packed 6 inversions, setting a new standard for what inverted coasters could be. Raptor's opening season drew huge national attention and major crowds, reinforcing Cedar Point's plan to regularly introduce game-changing attractions. Onto the layout. After the train leaves the station, it immediately turns left and begins ascending the 137-foot, 42-meter lift hill, as riders' feet dangle in the open air. Upon cresting the top, the train plunges 119 feet, or 36 meters, and accelerates to its top speed of 57 miles per hour, or 92 kilometers per hour. Riders are thrown into a massive vertical loop, giving great whip to all riders, followed by a powerful zero-G roll that provides a smooth moment of weightlessness. Next comes one of Raptor's signature elements, a large cobra roll that twists and snaps riders through 2 quick back-to-back inversions. It's also the first cobra roll that was ever built. After the cobra roll, the train banks through a sweeping turn right and takes a small helix right into a mid-course brake run. The second half begins with a twisting descent into a pair of corkscrews. You corkscrew over the pathway and corkscrew again. Raptor then dives low to the ground and threads close to the midway, rolling past spectators before hitting a final curve and turning back into the brake run. One ride cycle lasts roughly 2 minutes and delivers nearly non-stop intensity. Just a few final notes on the layout. I think it's a masterpiece, truly one of the greatest inverts, better than Montu down in Florida, which I will talk about in a future review. The zero-G roll had great whip. Thinking about all of it, all the inversions have great whip, including the cobra roll, which was so intense. Absolutely love that. But the most intense part of the ride is the finale, heading through a corkscrew, then a helix, which is probably the strongest positive moment out there. Not strongest, but most sustained positive G's I have ever felt. It feels like it's going on forever. On dead days at Cedar Point, I try to lap as many coasters as I can. So I don't really have a limit on how many I can lap, but on Raptor, I've only reached 3 rides in a row before I had to tap out. My dad, you can ask him about that, because he, I think, got to 5, which is impressive, because it is so intense. Now back to the trains. Raptor typically operates with 3 32-passenger trains, each featuring 8 cars with 4 across seating. Like most inverted coasters, riders secured with over-the-shoulder harnesses, and the entire train hangs below the track rather than riding on top of it, like most coasters. The coaster's 3,790 feet of teal and dark green track are supported by a forest of steel columns, many positioned close to walkways, giving the illusion of near misses that make the ride feel even faster. Over the decades, Raptor has remained one of Cedar Point's most celebrated thrill rides. It was a landmark moment for the inverted coaster genre and helped cement B&M as a global powerhouse in the coaster design. It's widely regarded as a must-ride for visitors and often ranks among enthusiasts' favorite inverts, thanks to its pacing, height, and iconic inversion lineup. Even today, though newer giants like Gatekeeper, Valraven, Raptor holds its place as one of the park's best defining attractions. To give it a final score, I would rate this coaster 8.5 out of 10. I think it's a great positive heavy coaster. Not much weightlessness, but the positives are absolutely amazing. You get a great feel of speed in the front row, absolutely, and I love it. And if it's walk on, I will absolutely wait for it. Maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes, I will wait for it. Definitely not more than 3 times though. I do enjoy this coaster extremely. And I think guests will fly with the Raptor and kick this guy for many more seasons. Thank you. Goodbye.